Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing? I should probably not have chat going there. Let me try and move this. There we go. Oh, you know what? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hope everyone got a little sleep in. You were a superhero swimmer, alright. This is it's a holiday weekend, which means there's more time for me to indulge myself and do these kinds of things. I had a crazy dream last night, guys. I dreamt that. Oh, I gotta turn off the arcade machine outside. I'll be right back. I will return. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, crazy dream. I can't even get into it because it'll sound literally crazy. But I had a dream that some religious follower in Florida that was proselytizing on Twitch for whatever reason did a raid on our stream. It dropped like 50,000 viewers and they had 4 million followers. And in my crazy dream, I could visualize the followers. Imagine like a giant Lego sculpture. And if you ever tear one of those apart, there's always chunks of Legos in the middle that are just kind of these weird abstract forms that have Legos jutting about. And I could visualize these 50,000 followers or 5,000 followers because the number kept oscillating, changing very, very rapidly. And I was like, this is blowing my mind. I mean, I had this for hours. Anyway. Yeah, it was a stream, and then I wanted to get up and actually check the stream to see if it was actually happening. This is how touched I was, and I actually got out of bed to do that. That's how powerful this dream was, and as soon as I stood up and walked around a little bit, I felt very physically tired, so I just crawled back into bed. But then I went back to the same dream, and I woke up again an hour later, went back to the same dream. It's rare to kind of keep revisiting that same world. I mean, there are dreams that you have that are so awesome you want to go back, you can't. And of course, it's the weird dreams like this that you get stuck with. So, good evening, Kirihiko. Guten Tag. Vladimir, hello. Doomsday Clock. Unagizilla, I'm just calling out random names. Superhero Swimmer I saw a little while ago. Poop Kid, of course. Golf Boy Sunday. A lot of the regulars. Janella, thank you for the cheers, the bits. Mike Black Studio has subscribed. The real Matt Tollin has subscribed as Unagizilla. VZA in the house. Good morning, Victor. Supported from day one, the Jigaman, Captain 12, and Official Static. And we did a raid last night, and he made this very large donation. Thank you so much, dude. You didn't need to do that. I'm happy to support other channels. Raiding at the end is actually something kind of fun, and I actually want to start pacing myself a little bit so that I don't just stream till I'm exhausted and go to bed. So that I can kind of hold a reservoir of like 15 minutes of energy, so that when we go raid, I can actually talk to these artists that we discover, that I discover, and it's just amazing seeing all the talent that's on Twitch all around the world, and checking out their work, and hopefully introducing some of the people that follow my work onto theirs. So actually, I was watching Eric Canetti this morning. He's a great streamer, a good friend, and former Wildstorm studio mate. And then he raided Mira Yura, I think, is a German artist, and so we went over there and checked out her work, and that was awesome. Followed her, and so the past several streams we've been kind of rating people at the end. So that's actually kind of like a little bumper at the end. That's kind of fun to do. So for those of you that hang out or are at the end for the giveaway here, we will be heading elsewhere somewhere. And Kira is our spirit animal. She's great at finding new people to support as she follows a lot of these people. Because she absolutely doesn't sleep. Überhaupt hat keine... Überhaupt kein... Was der man? Verlangen? Verschlafen. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it was a pretty cool piece. Eric's piece was it was slightly based off of the X-Men #1 gatefold cover I did, but his was better because it actually had 10 more characters, so it was plus 10 better, like if you turn it up. Back in the 90s, really, we only had dials that went to 8, and he went to 18, I think. So, fantastic. Okay, yeah, I had enough sleep. I woke up on my own. I didn't, I woke up in a dream, meaning I thought I was in a dream, and then I realized I was actually awake. Which I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not good. Alright, so I'm going to put away the real work for a while. That cover, taking way too much time for a cover of 2 characters, which makes me wonder if I should just start a new cover, honestly. Man, I've blown through the sketch pad. I only have 1 sheet left. But I think I have another one over here that... yeah, I do have another one over here, so I'm just going to have to erase what's on the back here. So that'll give me 2. The goal would probably be to do 2 sketches. Or maybe I should do a large sketch. Right? I have this. I don't know. I have this sheet I kind of want to recycle. Alright, so I've kind of missed this stream for a while, so I put it back on the schedule. I jammed a bunch of streams together. Last night we did more of a long form one on that cover. I was kind of low on energy, still feeling under the weather. I do feel better now. I have much more energy, which is great, because this does require a little bit more energy, I think, because there's less time. Tomorrow will be the draw along, where we just pick one topic and it's kind of slowly help you draw the same thing, or hopefully draw the same thing and see what happens. It's kind of like telling someone how to defuse a bomb remotely. Like, okay, you clip the yellow wire, now you connect the green wire to the red bolt, and then push this button, and then at the end we all like push the button, see if the bomb explodes or not. And the drawing equivalent of that is walk you through the steps of how to draw a character, and then we all share it on Discord. There's a Discord channel that's connected to this, and people post their art, and we can see if people follow the proper procedures. Some people just completely draw their own thing. They don't even listen to anything. But clearly, they would have exploded the bomb. Action 1000 is out. The entire issue's gone. It's at the printer. So. Let me turn off this. Yeah, Awesome Con is this weekend too. Yeah, what level are we at in terms of the giveaway? We have Crispy Egg Roll. We have Kirihiko. I think Ren Elephant is at work today. So we have 2 of our mods here. Surixian. Hello. Angry Panda has shared. Pity83 has shared. Tiff has resubscribed for 7 months. I have 5 copies of the X-Men cover, that individual 4 on the gatefold. Perfect. Beliasa has subscribed. 7 months hype. And RamRam13470 has resubscribed for 2 months. Trevor Kai. Thank you, Trevor, for the support. Long time in-person supporter. Long time Twitch support as well. Golf Boy Sunday has also cheered, as has Janella. And we have Mike Black Studio. I think I already said that. Okay. Man, I'm already thinking about lunch. I don't know about you guys. I'm already thinking about lunch, and it's probably dangerous to do that. Barazio has subscribed. Looks like the eFix has subscribed. Sounds like they're doing construction next door. A neighbor bought a house and they're just gutting it. Renalphin is driving back home from his trip. That's right. Correct. Went to visit. It is pronounced tooth. Tooth. One day you remember that. One day, tith. I like tith better. Why would it be? Oh, tooth, because the number 2. Tooth. Okay, that sounds much better than tith. All right. I'm thinking sushi, though. Pizza sounds good, too. Speed Fresh, hello. Yeah, so a couple things. I think for those of you in Europe, there was so much demand for the signing album in Paris that Saturday, the 14th, that we added another, I think, 2.5 hours Friday night, which is the 13th, I believe. I actually fly in that morning or afternoon. So it'll be interesting to see how I do with the jet lag. But it will actually keep me up, and the trick to traveling east, at least, is to stay up as late as possible the first night, then try to sleep a lot, and then basically force yourself to get on that European schedule. But we'll see what happens. But I figure signing is probably one of the easier things for me to do. And then I believe Saturday I'm doing an art demo, or is it Friday? I don't know. Hold on. I can tell you, I do sound better than last night. I have more energy. I feel almost 100%. So that's not really 100%. I feel, compared to last night, I feel 100%, which means I'm probably at 70%. All right. So what are we doing? Okay. I asked my assistant to put it on the schedule, so let's see if he did that. Nope, he has not done it. Nope. Why not? Okay, here we go. So, looks like on the Friday, there's a 30-minute interview, and then some signing going on at 5:30, 8 o'clock. I am actually drawing the night I arrive. Perfect. Those sketches are going to be out of sight, as we like to say in the old country. Then Saturday, there's a private breakfast with winners of the golden ticket, so there's some frühstücking going on. Frühstücking. And then 2 p.m. there's another interview, and then 3 o'clock there's a signing for another 3 or 4 hours. And then I'll be done. I'll have a couple days off in Paris and get to enjoy myself. Okay. All right, so what we do with this is I look to the cheer board, and I pick the last 4 cheerers, I guess. Each of those people then get to propose a character that they would like to see me draw and give away. The giveaway is based on your sub-level. It's confusing. I'm going to walk you through it very, very quickly, but every session it goes to a different group of people. So even if you don't subscribe to the channel at all, because you don't have the coin, no big deal. You can win. You just can't win as often. If you subscribe to the highest level, $25, I believe, you can win every opportunity. 10 is every opportunity but the 25. And at the 5 level, it's for subscribers only. I completely messed up making this very simple. But I'm just saying that basically, based on your commitment and support the stream, you have more chances of winning, but you don't have to subscribe or pay anything to possibly win. That's the beauty of this whole system. Okay, so looking at the leaderboard, we have Poopkid has cheered. He's saying draw Magneto. Buchan Red, thank you for the resub, DJ Mittens. Good seeing you at WonderCon. Sorry they kicked you out. Queen City Amusements cheered for 100. Gonzalez. So I like how Poop Kid did it. He basically cheered and put the character name in there, so I now don't have to scavenge through the chat to find out what he would have liked. Thank you, the Mike Spring, for subscribing. So do we have the others? Thank you, Abetus. So we need Buchan Red, Gonzalez, and Angry Panda for your recommendations. Then I'll put it to a larger vote. Everyone can vote. So we have Magneto from Poop Kid, Buchan Red, we need yours, we need Angry Panda, and we need Gonzalez. So those are the three. Yeah, I know. Here I chose. I need the other choices from the other characters. No, don't cheer now, guys. I've already selected the four. Okay, Crappy Gamer, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Illustria, thank you. Betis as well. I already mentioned that. No. This is for. I'm just saying in general. It's a lovely way of doing it. There you go. Crispy, cut to the chase. Buchan Red, please. Angry Panda. Nightwing. All right. So I got a Nightwing. I got a Magneto. I've got still waiting on Gonzalez 03 as well. Gonzalez 03, do you have a character choice in mind? Shouldn't take this long. Buchan Red says Lara Croft, okay. And then I just need one from Gonzalez 03. Hulk, please. All right. So I'm now going to create this poll. All right, I'm going to type in Hulk, Magneto, Lara Croft, which is Tomb Raider, but I'm just going to put this in here in case people don't know. And the last one was Nightwing. Also, can the mods do? What are we at? What level of support is the giveaway? Is it 10 above? Someone mentioned that. Is that correct? I don't know. Okay, I'll start the poll while we decide. Oh, sorry. There we go. So, Kiriko 10 plus, great. So 10s and 25s are available to win on this one. The room is in slow mode, I guess. It's a divided house for sure. People, they're definitely old school Marvel fans here. Definitely New 52 or more recent DC fans, and obviously people that are big Wildstorm fans as well. The poll is, I think, in chat, isn't it? Twisted 37 Amazon Prime subscription is equal to 5. Straw poll. Hulk, Magneto voters, change your vote or be wasted. Wow, look at it. People like Anglin. Even the polls are... straw poll would be more inclusive. What's the difference between a straw poll and... Huh? Can't vote on mobile devices. Oh, straw poll is a website that lets you do polls. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be scientifically bulletproof on this poll. This in itself is a straw poll. What we could do is take the ones with the 2 highest votes and then re-vote again based on those 2. How's that? That way you won't waste any votes. Vote for who you want, and then even if that candidate doesn't win, then you can vote again. All right. Kirihiko has the knowledge. All right. Twitch updated the app, and now you can access it. Wildstorm CCG with the interested. Yeah, Book and Red. Listen up. All right, we are going to. So, all right, first vote is going to be done. I'm going to end this poll. And the 2-1, Nightwing and Tomb Raider. So now, okay. Okay. This is like a runoff. That was like the primary. Now we're at the presidential. And I'll even change the order to make it... well, I was going to change the order. But... Excuse me. I really pound those keys. I do like to type. Uh-oh. The mod is influencing the vote. Vote fixing going on. It's the Russians, the crispy Russians. Fake news. Britannica Almanac, whatever that data gathering group that got all your informations. Fordic Norge. Fordic Norge. Nordic Forge. Aye. Baby Czar Crispy, or Czar Crispy Czar, Crispy Czar, Crispy Egg Czar, Crispy Egg Czar. I don't know. Comrade Egg Roll. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna end this and we'll see who wins. I think you can already tell. I can't tell. Lara Croft wins. 63-46. That seems reasonably fair to me. Best 2 out of 3. It's not a baseball match. Hey, look, if there's time, I'll do more than one. How's that? Okay. Lara Croft. Boo. Woot woot. Alright, Lara Croft. Man, I remember playing that game, that IDOS game on PlayStation 2 back in the day. I'm just pulling up some reference here. She was rebooted with the bow and arrow. Back in the day, she was sporting two 2 Mac 10s, I believe. Well, that was the she had pistols, but then you could upgrade her to a Mac 10 and then she had shotguns and all that other good stuff as well. I'm gonna do the cartoon version, but I'm not gonna do like the over the top curvaceous model. But I'm not also gonna do like the lean gymnast theatrical version either. So I'm gonna try to find something in between. Kind of played at both camps, I think. Draw the pointy rendering. Yes, I'll do the 8-bit version of Lara Croft. 7996. What does that mean? Was she there for? Was she there for a PS1? I don't know. Nude Raider unlocked for the original game. I was there. I actually met with those guys before they even launched the game, IDOS. They came and pitched the whole concept before it was even released. They were talking about doing a comic book based on it. And then it went on to be a big hit. I want to say they're British developers, maybe even Scottish. I'm not 100%. This is going to be interesting. What are these scribbles? What do you think they are, man? What the, WTF, these scribbles? Alright, let's do my own version too, I'm thinking. And then I think it's always good to kind of move the mythology forward. And I mean, she's a relatively new character. Even though they've made actually at this point, so a couple movies now? Or did they do 2 with Angelina Jolie? I can't remember. They were pistols, not Uzis. I know, but I think she got Mac 10s though in the game. She started with Uzis, but then or pistols, but then you could upgrade to. I don't know if I'm gonna have her put the clip in, because then I'll just do that, and then I'll do that. I'll do the whole sports bra kind of thing, so it's just kind of pneumatic in the center. And then maybe she'll have like a A knife. A crispy egg roll paring knife. She had Mac 10s. Yes, she had Desert Eagle 50s, but you could upgrade in the game. They were Mac 10s, I'm pretty sure. In the original version. Mac 10s. You guys even know what that is? No one uses Mac 10s anymore. I played the original, yes. She had Desert Eagles, but in the game you could upgrade her weaponry. You're not listening. I could swear she had Mac 10s at some point. Because she would jump over these blocks and she'd be but you get the shotgun, you take out the dinosaur. There's a lot of underwater swimming involved. Wow, man, you guys are just busting my balls. Oh my god, there should be a device right underneath this chair. It would be so abused. It would be like, yeah. This is called the ball busting stream. The boot ball busting stream. I'm gonna Google it, man. The old one never did have a bow and arrow. Correct, they could not do it back then. That is correct, sir. All right. Okay, that doesn't have all the gear. All right. Dual Uzis. Yeah. Oh well. Felt like Mac 10s. No one uses Uzis either. Unless PUBG. I guess I could put her hand on the clip. Let's see what happens if I do that. It's a nice like contrast, right? Up, across. Alright, let's do that. Does she have tattoos? Did they ever figure that out? I'm gonna completely crowdsource a sketch someday. Like I'll give you three options for everything, like costume poses or whatever. We'll vote and then we'll decide. It'll be like a focus group sketch. Tramp stamp. She's British aristocracy, fine fellows. You left out the boots. Yeah, on purpose. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again. Let me double check it here. Uh-huh. Correct. Okay. Kind of a large head. You didn't really miss anything, to be honest. And then realize, of course, that the lens, where the lens is, it makes everything look bigger. So I'm going to draw this upside down, see what happens. If this will, in the stream, it looks more proportionate right there. Okay. Okay, important here, because I've got that bend in the hip there to... Alright. And then this is going to be water. And then I'm going to have some weird, like, mastodon. She used to go to, like, fight in museums or something, so I'm doing mastodon ribs in the back. More pouches, of course. There's pouches. Standing in water, yes. There was a lot of water in the game, like in Venice, or that was Tomb Raider 2, I believe. There are whole scenes in Venice where like she was in water. All right. How are you guys doing this morning, today? I could draw upside down. I don't know why I'm laughing to myself. Other than when I see me wearing these glasses, it's a little weird. Excuse me. Can I move this down a little bit? Yeah. There's AwesomeCon, right? AwesomeCon is in what, New York, or no? It's in Washington, D.C.? It's weird. I've been drawing a lot, but I feel like I'm going into this like I've never drawn anything ever before. And I just drew last night. I don't know if it's a byproduct of being a little under the weather or what, but it's odd. I'm just putting down lines going, I hope this turns into something that looks recognizable. Just kind of relying on muscle memory at this point. And the knowledge that if I make a mistake, I can just white it out and start over. But there's nothing in that these loose pencils that kind of made me feel like, oh, I see the face in here. Not really. The zone of negative returns? Only if I've been drawing so much that I'm burnt out. I think I just felt so comfortable by the end of my deadline on Ash 1000 that just even taking a few days off because I was sick, it just kind of reset my knowledge meter back to zero. Also, I don't know if I've ever drawn Lara Croft before. So there might be that kind of feeling of how do I know if I've what does my version of this character look like? Let's take a look. A little pissy, apparently. I did. It's in Wizard magazine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Scared to add any more right there. I gotta do this. I'm assuming she wears gloves. If she doesn't, she does now. This is, yeah. I will say Tomb Raider 2 is my favorite of the games. I think I only played up to 3. I might have tried the one where they introduced the bow and arrows. See. Excuse me. What's going on? What's the timer? Oh, 45 minutes. What's Crispy and PK going on about? Huh? I don't know. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. Slow me down, guys. All right. I think it's like this. And if it isn't, it should be. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, she did have eyeglasses. That's right. I remember that. And then she had like this waiter, and my kids loved when we would go into the mansion, and you could shoot at him, but he would basically always like fling the his pan up or whatever, the serving tray, serving tray, and basically deflect all the bullets that were shot at him. I thought it was pretty clever by the devs. I didn't know need for ruler for drawing. Well, if you want to draw firearms, it certainly makes it easier. You can do this kind of stuff. You could freehand it, I suppose. But it just won't look as technically as clean. It's not a Mac 10, this is a Uzi. Or micro Uzi or whatever they're called. Makes me want to replay the games, but you can't go back. It's so hard to play the old games like that. I'm gonna go for the third screw there. Make this a little bit wider, and then make that a little longer. And let's see what happens if we do this. Oh. What kind of attachment is that? That is that's a suppressor, dude. Uzi suppressor. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. I remember that when I first started these, I think I just did like headshots. When did they start becoming like these more involved 3/4 figure sketches? You know. All right. Little keychain thing, doohickey. Excuse me. Okay. I'm thinking. I don't know about the mastodon ribs. I gotta figure out what would be good in the background. Got the webbing here. Okay. Mayan temple. That's good. I like that. Mayan temple. Mayan temple. That'd be water. Mayan temple. Let me think about this. I think it has to be ruins of some sort because she's a tomb raider. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. I'm looking at Easter Island here. And okay. Okay. Very long ponytail. Well, it is. It is indeed. You would think I only had one brush to my name. I have hundreds of them. Maybe not hundreds. But obviously not in that box. There we go. It's a design element. Don't worry about the ponytail. We're going to have a 20-minute discussion about long ponytails. Do not worry. It's all been taken into account. Figure out what's going on down here. These are going to have to be like Easter Island type statues in a different part of the world that she's discovered. Because on Easter Island, I don't think there's any foliage or something, right? It's pretty barren. And by the way, this is truer. You can see the proportions better, I think, if I lift it up like this. All right. Don't make us miss the best part of it. Yeah. The best part of it, the background. Okay. There we go. That's a long elbow. We'll course correct here. To be honest, I've just been drawing. I haven't really been proofing my work proportion wise, and probably leave that to the end. So you're going to see some changes getting done at the whiteout level for sure. 100%. Captain Brown Eye, first time here and you're hooked. That's good to hear. Hopefully we'll see you back. Don't let that happen again. Batman Guy 4. Take a time out here. Test Prime 1135, Byron the Bulb, Casmont, Ace and Dates, Dr. Grisindadila 101 have all subscribed. Thank you very much. Symbiote X1 and Queen City Amusements has cheered. Loaf has resubscribed. Angio has resubscribed. Beta 83 and Gonzalez 03. So thank you. And Batman Guy 4. Appreciate it. Is this for a cover? I hope it's not for a cover. I'm just goofing around, dudes. I'm just messing around. I'm drawing with the full knowledge that this is just for fun. And there's something very freeing and liberating about that, of course, as you can imagine. Right? Right. My daughter wants you to see to finish the ponytail. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get there. I'm just doing the black shapes here in the background to kind of just Greek out the composition, right? Keep saying right, expecting you guys to say something. To me, some of the very best sketches I've seen are by Bill Sienkiewicz. I love the freedom and the looseness of the design, the balance between realism and graphic design of abstract shapes versus figurative shapes. He really uses nothing is off limits for that guy when he works, and his stuff is so great. Okay. And then lastly, Probably help if I used one of these. Move this up here. That is bird calls you can hear. Isn't that crazy? Can you hear the plane overhead? Huh? What, the gym is offline? I'm not sure what that means. No, we love it when people come on and just say, draw blade over and over again. It makes me want to draw blade. It does. Subconsciously brainwashing me. If you spam something cross channel, you don't see me respond to it. That's my polite way of saying 9. Victor's very astute. Recognize that's off screen. Don't worry. Bring it down. Okay, let's just finish off these pouches. Getting ink on things. I feel like this camera needs to be higher up so I get more stuff in frame. Like, then at the same time, I want to get close so you can see details. It's such a bother, you know. Okay. This brush is also very gets dry very fast. It's not holding a lot of ink. I don't know if that's just a function of it being a crappy brush or just the type of brush I bought. Oh. Did not mean to go there. I have to wipe that out. I don't think Easter Island has any tributaries in it, so this can't be really Easter Island, so it's somewhere else. These are not Winsor Newtons. These are Princeton brand. Okay. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I basically take some of these abstract shapes in the background and make them into something. But obviously, like right there, that schmutz there, that's got to be something. This gun. There's a lot of things I can do with whiteout and gray, so I can take this Uzi, apply a nice gray to it on top of the dry brush I already did. Excuse me. Yeah, kind of pop that in there. But I'm thinking even this background, this where'd the pencil go? Did I pull it out? I did pull it out. So with this larger marker, I can go in and kind of push this background back a little bit. Be nice if I didn't have all those eraser shavings. Kind of pushing everything back here. Some stuff I will keep white in the back, but not everything. this long. Look at this arm, it's super long. So I gotta shorten that. So I'll make that correction now that I see it. And I'm gonna jump onto the next sketch, but when I come back, I'm gonna do stuff like this. I'm gonna go in and take that brush and go across here and go right there. Okay. And I'll go back and I'll do other stuff as well. But so I'm going to jump on to, so usually as part of this, there's the giveaway, which is this. You can kind of get a look at what we have so far. And what I would do here is add some more texture with pencil, just to kind of make the large strokes so less noticeable, I guess. I don't know if that's the word. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not. But I could also take my hand and just kind of smear it to kind of smudge it a little bit. So again, you don't see like these gigantic pencil strokes. It's more of a gray in the back. So I'm kind of liking some of that. Okay. Kind of creating a middle neutral gray. You can tell. I put that over here. So going to the leaderboards. So we have Unagizilla, who's cheered. I'm going to do another sketch, which will be a silent auction. Don't cheer yet. Those of you interested in making a suggestion, if you cheer, just put the character choice in the cheer, and that's a silent auction, which means that at the end you send me a whisper with the amount that you want to bid in the first line, and if you have the high bid, you win. I don't announce. I keep the identity secret, but I do share the dollar amount so that people kind of understand from week to week what they're bidding against or looking at in terms of value. Okay. Okay, stop now. Stop now. I've got plenty here. So, Jarosla has resubscribed. Thank you very much. We have Supergirl, The Crow, Red Tornado, Jean Grey. What's unagi for lunch? You must really love eel. Tarkus110 has resubscribed. Thank you very much. 4A Flashers has resubscribed. Brogan has cheered Mr. Megatroid 100. Ika Een has subscribed. Arts Plunge has subscribed as well. So that brings me up to date. Angry Panda has cheered Colossus. Tim R. Peterson, Talon, Court of Owls. Okay, so I've got quite a few. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I put a ton in there. What I'll do is I'll run the poll, and I'll take the top 3 and I'll run those again. And while we're doing that, I'm going to jump back into this. Let's see where we're at here. All right. What do we have? Okay. Looks like we have our top 3 look to be Spawn, Crow, and wow, we have a tie. Colossus and Supergirl. So I'm gonna go with those 4. Correct? Yes. Okay, so let's close that out. Okay. Let's start that up. Give that a moment. I think it's a fait accompli, as they say in France, based on the numbers. But the people that voted for the other characters could make could swing things in a completely different direction now that they don't have that option. So we'll see. Or not, I don't know. Looks like Spawn is the winner by quite a margin. So Spawn will be the next one. Okay. It's time for Spawn to spawn. Okay. I can work on this a little bit. Spawn's probably going to have a fair amount of black shapes that will require drying. So while that happens, I'll jump back onto this and finish this Lara Croft. But I'm just basically taking a lot of the kind of looser elements and making them into things more concrete. It's just defining edges and okay. Microns don't last very long, unfortunately, you know. So, all right. Spawn. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Okay. Put this over here. It's a little warm today. Luke and Pub, thank you for resubscribing. Katie App has resubscribed as well. Tactical Psyduck, Arent, Pim Particle have all subscribed. Thank you very much. There we go. Just open the door. All right. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this works out. Those birds are loud. Yeah, it's t-shirt and shorts weather today for sure. This is going to be all like energy. This piece. I'm going to have some fun and walk you guys through a bit of just. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. That's creepy. Kids really were, you guys really are like fans of the 90s, kids of the 90s. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Oh. Let's see what I can define with this ink here, because it's pretty loose right now. Okay. Carmine Tupo. Ciao. Where are the chains though? Ah, you got me, man. I don't know. Sometimes you do things out for a reason. Because I know that most of this body is going to be black. Thank you, Bard JK2, for resubscribing, being there for 6 months. Appreciate you too as well. Thank you, man. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Creepy. Drawing spawn and my door, my secret door to my office is creaking open. I know it's because of the open door over here, but I feel like my The studio just got possessed. Yeah, it's a secret door. I should have created a character with no mask, like no face. I guess I had Grifter. It's just on Grifter as a series. The Punisher without any face, just a lot of gear, guns, vehicles, monsters. I don't know, sometimes gotta reassess some career decisions here. Are there any baseball games on right now? I know the Dodgers opened the season last night, I believe, right? I don't know if there's anything. I can check the scores. Yeah, there's got to be afternoon games. Oh, party's firing up at the neighbor's house. I hope this is royalty-free music, otherwise I'm going to have to shut that door. Somehow I don't think it is. Alright, I have to shut that door. make some decisions here. Okay. Excuse me. Just gonna let that dry for a second. Let's see where we're at here. Move that up a little bit. Okay. You kind of see where I'm going with this? Obviously it's not done yet. Probably have another half an hour work on this to get it done. Okay. Okay. So let's Let's clean up a little bit of this so I can feel like I'm getting it under control and I know where it's going to go, where it's going to end up. And how I do that is kind of proof of concept, like what they do in a game. They will build a sliver of the game that's narrow but fairly deep so that you can see exactly what the gameplay would be, meaning like it would be like a character with all its powers in a dungeon that's fully built out, or maybe just one room in the dungeon with all the mobs. So you play just that little section, you see like, oh, this is a small sliver of the game, but it's fully realized. As opposed to just creating a lot of content very broadly against across the entire game, but not very deep, so you have no real sense of how fun and engaging the game can be. So, so with this, basically, I take a small section of this, and like this is like I've worked very generally across the board on this. So now I'm going to go in and in my mind I have it kind of fully realized, I think, but I'm going to take a marker and then kind of take it to like maybe this sliver over here and take it to its logical kind of conclusion, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay. And that means taking all these kind of blobby shadows that were kind of put down very, very quickly, using a brush, cleaning them up so they look like intentional shapes put down. All right. I just about tidying in some of this very kind of random ink smear smudge technique. And my spawn's going to have like bits of like scarring across the thinking. The costume's not like slick and smooth across the whole way. It's got a texture, grain, almost like scar tissue. Kind of actually what they did with the Ben Affleck Batman costume. I like it almost looked like scars kind of had been built up over the years across all the musculature. So, in this process, this section is more or less complete. Although I got to do the whiteout, then it'll be complete, and I can kind of see. And then I just have to use this level of detail and information and extend it across the entire drawing. And that's how I'll know when I'm done. this out. Fixing this eye. And then I'll have to close that up again in the center. The line is still too wide right there. All right. And maybe some veinage here. Okay. So if you just look at this section here, that's more or less complete, right? Cheats? What? How is it a cheat? It's interesting that you consider this like a game with rules. It's art. Do whatever you want. People respect you for coming up with a better way to play it than it's been played before. Okay. Making lunch arrangements. Sorry, guys. Okay. I guess I'm going to just jump back and forth and finish this off. I've got about 20 minutes, and I want to get this all done. All right. So, to bid on the spawn, it's a silent auction. I mean, and obviously I'm not done yet, so I completely understand if you want to reserve your bid till it's done. But you whisper it to me. Whisper is kind of like a direct message within Twitch. Just put the dollar amount in the top. Don't write a long message or anything. I'm not going to open up the messages. I just kind of will glance through the inbox at direct messages and see what's there, and if you have the high bid, I'll just notify you that you won. But it will be kept confidential and all that good stuff. A regular auction, it sometimes gets a little too, people get a little crazed, it can get a little emotional, the bidding can get higher, which I'm trying to keep it somewhat civil and you know, it also makes it a little bit harder for people to just keep winning every single week because you're not quite sure what you should be bidding. Whereas if it's an open auction, you know exactly what you're bidding against and can win or not. Okay. But I'm just going to go through and keep making these kind of corrections across the board. Obviously there are inconsistencies, like if you look at the mask, this one's longer here. People are asking before, like, where are the chains? And it's like you can do the chains in whiteout. It's a lot more effective. Where would I put the green? In his hands? Oh, his eyes. Right. He's got green eyes. I think I do have a green marker here somewhere. If I do, I can pop it into the eyes. But that's something you do at the very, very end. Excuse me. Let's see what's happening. Sorry guys, just messaging. Okay. Okay, let's fix this up. Man, it feels like summer already here. It feels very warm. And then the Lara Croft will go to sub 10 or sub 25 winner today. So I'll be doing that shortly as well. And then I got a skedaddle. People still say that? A skedaddle? Probably not like that. Whisper's a separate, I think at the top of the app, you see chat, stream. I think there is a separate thing for just Whispers itself. Am I correct? It'd be great if you kids could bring the word skedaddle back. I'd appreciate it. One less word for me to have to worry about. Because I realize this shoulder is way out, so we're going to do a power effect. Power effect or shadow, one or the other, I guess. Lots of different things I got to move around to do this. Bring that in. What do we have questions wise? I'm sure those questions I've been missing kind of deep into the process here, so I tend to kind of clam up. Plus, I'm all talked out, man. After 2-3 streams in a couple days, what more is there to say at this point? How much German can I pretend to know? They should actually make a whiteout, Pentel whiteout. I would recommend. I would recommend. It would be great if Pentel made a whiteout pen that had thinner nib. I mean, it's a metal nib, but a thinner one would allow me to get. I would just want them to do it for me, of course. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I can get thinner lines in this. There are gel pens that can do it for you, but I don't know, man. They don't. They last like 5 seconds. They get dry super fast. The line itself is not super white. It doesn't. It's kind of flimsy. It's not a super strong line. Can't get behind it. Can't advocate for it. Have I tried the airbrush? I have, but you know it takes so much time to set up. I got to clean all that stuff off, and I'm a man of simple tools, simple setup. I like to just like roll in, sit down, start creating. There are times when I forget to even just even wash out the brushes that I have that I use for these streams, and I just go, you know, days later, they're crusted with ink, and I'm like, oh. You know, what a waste of a brush. Hey, good morning, Jamie. Quick Draw 13 is awake from Australia. I also don't like the Spawn costume that looks like a superhero costume. I like it when it looks more like a Venom costume or something that's kind of more deranged looking. I think it better represents the inner Todd. He actually sent me a text the other day. It's a very sweet text. So I don't communicate a lot with him, but he always cracks me up. And it sounds like he's got stuff going on with Spawn and that whole empire, so it's all cool. And he basically kind of controls that high-end, super deluxe, detailed. What am I trying to say? Collectible toy part of the business. Action figures, at least. Let that dry. I don't want the whiteout to pull at the bottom, so I'm doing this. Plus, you can also see it kind of at the actual proportions it is. Why not use acrylic paint and an inking nib? I wouldn't want to use an inking nib. It digs into the paper. I could use acrylic paint and a brush, but even then, to get it to flow adequately, you'd have to dilute it, and then you're going to have to put on several layers. When does the giveaway happen? As soon as I'm done with both pieces. Meanwhile, if you're wondering who our mods are today, we have Crispy and Kate. And the mod that's not here, he's driving, Ren. I do know Kim Jong-ji, yes. Okay. Now, alright. I'm going to let that dry a bit. Let's jump back into the Lara Croft piece here. Okay. I think all I need to do is add some white out onto this. This is full-on Bob Ross over here, right here. These kind of details into the water. I used to watch Bob Ross Sunday mornings on PBS. And then I'm sure probably immediately after watching, I would grab my acrylic paints and try to replicate some of the stuff. Some of the techniques he used, the dry brush and the edge of the palette knife, that kind of stuff. Just classic. Ooh, it's 1 o'clock already. Crap. Okay. Alright, let that dry. Let me tell the people that are waiting on me, 5 more minutes. Alright, so I am going to finish this up at the same time. I'm going to thank the mods, Kirihiko and Crispy Egg Roll, that have been here through all of this. Thank you very much, Phantom, for the donation. Thank you, Brogan, for the cheers. Prince Machiavellio for subscribing. Beyonder88, Bedlam Knack, Dragon Blaze, Big is Comic 77, Rainy was a cyborg. Thank you for support for 7 months. Glueman as well. You guys have been with the stream since almost day one, if not day one. Lawyer 2008 has also subscribed. But Kirihiko and Crispy have been great in keeping this sane and moving along, and sharing so much information about Discord, about the subs, the different kinds of streams, how to bid, whispers, auctions, polls, all that kind of stuff, none of which I could do while I was drawing. So I want to thank those guys. Please thank them on my behalf as well. They have a ton of information on the Discord channel. I definitely recommend checking that out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give away the Lara Croft. I'm going to go to Nightbot, our friendly Nightbot, and we're going to make we had the system set up, which is basically you have to type in Jim Lee Mace. All right, you have to show or the Jim Lee bat symbol, right? The 2, and we'll go to I think we'll go to emotes only, correct? Is that the way it works? If we go emotes only, that way only the people that can punch those emotes in, right? Is that the way it works? Yes. All right, great. All right, and now we go to sub. Okay. This should work. If you are sub 10 or sub 25, go ahead and type in that emote. Because it's emotes only, if you're not at that level, you won't be able to type that emote and be eligible. Okay? I believe this will work. I hope. I'm sure there's a way it doesn't work. I have to filter on Jim Lee Mace. Alright, so keyword has to be Jim Lee Mace. I hope this works. Brogan is the winner. Brogan, I trust you have the right level. I hope it worked. Please tell me it worked. Oh, right. Yeah, he's got it. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, let's send that along. Okay, and then as far as the spawn, I will check whispers, and I will actually, I don't know if it's even important. All right. Okay, let me check the. Let me check my phone, and I'll tell you who won. Okay. You guys can see that it's complete. I think the only thing I would do. And then some energy splatter, and that should be done too. Couple over here, couple over here. What is it, 18, right? There's that. And then this one. As well. All right, guys. I will check the whispers. I will probably just announce in chat as I'm walking through the house what the winning bid was. So I will post these on Instagram as well. So let me take a look. Hold on a second. There you go, man. See you guys later, all right? There's the other one here.